Ken Corla, and as we conclude the debate, I just want to acknowledge that Minister Troy and his officials have been listening throughout this debate, and I want to bring us all back to the essentials that we're discussing here today, and that is indeed insurance is not abstract. It is a daily reality for every motorist, for every small business and for every household. It is the guarantee that if the worst happens, a car crash, a workplace accident, a flood, there will be compensation and life can move forward. However, when the costs of that guarantee spirals, it burdens families, suppresses entrepreneurship and damages competitiveness. According to the National Claims Information Database, and many deputies have referenced the NCID today, which many will know is an independent verified data by the Central Bank, marked in 2023 that the first return to profitability for the insurance market occurred after years of losses. Liability insurance recorded a 13% operating profit in 2023, though the long-term average is just 2.1%. Motor insurance has shown an 8% profit with a long-term average of 5%. Global conditions in 2023 reflected a hard market with the high premiums and reinsurance costs, yet Ireland's reforms have shielded many policyholders from sharper increases seen elsewhere. In 2024, conditions began to soften with competition increasing, with some premiums reductions emerging, but vigilance and reform momentum remains essential. I want to stress the importance of having a stable and profitable sector made up of both domestic and international firms that seek to supply the needs of all sectors within society. In this regard, one of the key priorities of the government's new action plan is ensuring a greater level of transparency in all aspects of our insurance market, and I know Minister Troy is very much to the fore in this regard. When reforms have shifted behaviour, such as through the Injuries Resolution Board and the Personal Injuries Guidance, costs and delays have fallen. Where litigation still dominates, the old inefficiencies remain, and this is the challenge we all face. I want to briefly touch upon the matter of health insurance, which has been raised in the debate today. Although this matter is primarily for the Minister of Health, the Government will continue to engage closely with her and her department to ensure that the insurance framework supports patients and maintains public confidence. Ireland's private health insurance system is built on the principles both of fairness and equity, community rating, open enrolment, lifetime cover and minimum benefit. The minimum benefit regulation ensures that every consumer has access to a guaranteed baseline of hospital treatment cover, regardless of the plan type that they hold. While insurers make their own commercial decisions on which service and provider to cover, they must do so within the framework, and they are regulated by the Health Insurance Authority. That said, patients are strongly encouraged to check that the cover in advance of treatment so that they have clarity and can avoid unexpected costs. The new action plan is designed to target this gap directly, and it commits to transparency for consumers through a transparency code, faster national claims information database releases, and also access to legal cost data. We're also strengthening the Injuries Resolution Board with default mediation, remittal powers and potential legal fees awards to encourage uptake. On legal cost reform, we're including benchmarking awards and reviewing the Judicial Courts Act and developing scales of fees for litigation. On competition, through the expanded OPCIM, streamlining authorisation and EU engagement. On fraud reductions, we are strengthening penalties, Garda industry intelligence sharing and measures against uninsured drivers. In regards to climate resilience, we have a long-term flood insurance strategy linked between public investment and coverage and build back better incentives. Implementation is an all-of-government approach with oversight by the Cabinet Subcommittee chaired by the Taoiseach work and has been already put in place. This delivers for SMEs in hospitality, retail, construction and fewer shock premium hikes, clearer liability costs and a more stable operating environment. For motorists, we have transparency in pricing, swifter claims and less exposure to excessive legal costs. And for insurers and investors, a disciplined, predictable market, reducing risk and enabling innovation. Insurance is not a luxury, it is a pillar of economic confidence, and by cutting costs, promoting transparency and opening the market, we reduce burdens on families, support businesses and enhance Ireland's attractiveness as a hub for financial services. Ken Corla, our message is very much clear to our citizens and to the markets. Ireland is not standing by, we are reforming. We are embedding transparency, we're embedding discipline and fairness into our insurance system. We were determined to shift from a cycle of rising premiums to a more sustainable, resilient insurance market. Insurance must protect and facilitate and not penalise. And with this action plan, we can ensure it does. So today, tomorrow and into the future.
Minister, Deputy O'Sullivan.